It sounds made up. RELAXIN? No, it's a real thing. You are bleeding a lot. You have to wear like a diaper. I did get a tiny bit worried that my tummy wasn't big enough. No, that baby is peeing inside you. And it stretches out real big. Let's get this video started. I am coming to you live, sitting on my floor in my bedroom. I am 4 months pregnant now, and I'm so excited. I think I'm over 4 months, somewhere around the 4-month mark. And I am so grateful, so excited, so happy. I feel very good and healthy and happy and just excited. This video is going to be all about things that I did not realize occurred when you're pregnant, about pregnancy and birth, things that occur to your body, things that happen after you give birth. It's insane. Your body is wild. This video is sponsored by Compliment. All right, so let's get into the strangeness, the strange things that occur in your body when you become pregnant. The first thing that I want to talk about is blood. This was one of the first things that I learned about. I learned about the blood that you create. Then I learned about how your body gets rid of it after you're done being pregnant. So being pregnant, your body creates 50 to 100% more blood volume. Something like 4 pounds of blood that your body literally creates to support the health of a growing baby, because you need more blood to transfuse through the baby, whatever it is. So you get like super vascular, and I've noticed like a lot more like blood flow, and I get out of breath a little bit easier, which is funny. So your body makes all of that blood. And then what I did not know is that after you give birth, you bleed heavily to get rid of that blood. And it's like a period, but extremely heavy. And then you bleed for weeks after that lightly. But the first like week or two, you are bleeding a lot. You have to wear like a diaper. Again, I know it's like natural, and I'm not saying like ew or anything like that. I'm just saying your body knows how to create all of that and then get rid of it. And there's like it's just so interesting to me. The next thing that I didn't know, and I had to research this when I had a little bit of that lower back pain that I talked about in my previous vlog, I was researching why do I have this back pain? I've always been active. I started reading about RELAXIN, and I thought, what is this RELAXIN that these people are talking about? It sounds made up. RELAXIN? No, it's a real thing, and it relaxes all of your ligaments and muscles and everything down there basically, and I'm sure through your whole body, to prepare for the birth of a baby. How wonderful is that? Thank you, RELAXIN. You're going to help me have an easier childbirth, but you're also hurting my tailbone. Granted, I took care of that. Everything feels better. Thank God. One thing I will say, if you're having any pelvic floor, any lower back, any groin pain, anything going on in your back, hips, go to a physical therapist if you can. And I'm sure, you know, sometimes it's not feasible for everyone, but the physical therapist, and she specifies in pelvic floor and pregnancy, has helped me so much in only 2 visits, and I am just stoked on it. I don't think I'll ever not go to someone for that. Next up is your placenta. Your placenta is an actual organ that your body creates to house a baby that gives it all its nutrients. It's this organ that did not exist in your body, and it's pretty big. It's huge, actually. And it stretches out real big to fit a baby inside of there. And your body creates it, and then it expires. After about 40 weeks, it expires, and it's ready to be done, and it won't function anymore. That's why they get sort of worried when women go past the 40 weeks, because they're worried that the placenta will not create all of the hormones. Your placenta also produces, it's like it halts your other reproductive organs basically from producing, you know, all the hormones, and it takes over and produces all the hormones the baby and you need. Amazing. The next thing that I did not know or understand is that every woman carries differently. So your body will not look the same as another woman's. Your belly will not look the same as another woman's. There is no right or wrong size, shape, appearance of a belly or a pregnant body. And I really didn't know this. I always thought if you're 3 months, your belly was this big or whatever. That is not the case, because I did get a tiny bit worried that my tummy wasn't big enough and that the baby wasn't growing. But this is my first pregnancy. I have a longer torso. I'm already on the thinner side. All of these things contribute to whether your tummy is what it looks like. And there's nothing wrong with if your tummy is big or little or in the middle or high or low or round or oval or whatever it is. Your body is so unique in so many ways, including how you will carry your baby. So again, of course, always double check with your doctor if you feel something is off, but you're probably fine. So Complement is the essential vegan vitamin supplement that I take. Now, we all know that the supplement community is by far one of the most confusing industries out there. There always seems to be something new that they're promoting, some crazy vitamin that you need, whatever. Complement is just very honest in promoting science-backed essentials. So they're not here to like play around with you or give you things that you don't really need. They give you all of the essentials that you need: B12, D3, DHA, EPA, iodine, K2, zinc, magnesium, and selenium. So I firmly believe that whether you're vegan or not, you should be getting those essentials every single day, whether you're pregnant or not. I'm taking this along with my prenatal, and I have felt absolutely amazing. It supports better sleep with the magnesium in there. The B12 increases your energy and makes sure that your stores are up to par, because actually before I went vegan, I was low in B12, which is so interesting because B12 tends to be one of those vitamins that everyone says, like, if you're vegan, you're going to need it, you're going to be deficient in it, and I was deficient in it before going vegan. So the B12 in there, as well as the omegas, also contribute to a sharper focus, your immunity as well, your heart health, your metabolism and thyroid function, which are super, super important, especially in being pregnant. But again, pregnant or not, vegan or not, you should be supplementing just because our food sources these days are not ideal. You can visit their website and learn more about where each nutrient they include is sourced. They use no fillers or additives, and their capsule itself is made from naturally occurring compounds, including carotenoids, omega-7, and chlorophyll, which gives it a dark green color that almost appears black. I will link the smart capsules that I use down below, and you can check out their other amazing products, like their essential liquid, core liquid, clean protein, and plant bites. This is a good one. I did not know, one, how much testing and how many different protocols the hospitals do on you and your baby before, during, after your childbirth. And I did not know that you have a choice for almost all of them. There are so many things that you can pass on or deny that I didn't know. Again, it's all about research and figuring out what you think is right for you and your baby. There's no right or wrong way with that either, but you can, accept or deny so many different things in pregnancy, and just always voice your opinion, and also find someone who's going to talk to you and explain each test or procedure or medication or supplement or whatever that they're trying to give you. You want them to not just give you it blindly and say, here, take this and this and this, and you have to take this shot and do this test. Ask, and if they are not willing to sit and deeply explain it to you and explain your choices and whether you want to do it or not, I would honestly look into finding a different health practitioner to help you along in your pregnancy. Again, I just did not know how many different options there were and how many choices you have in pregnancy. It's your body, your baby, and just always know that you have the choice, and do your research, understand these things, and then make the decision based off of what you believe in. And again, no right or wrong. Okay, this is a really weird one, and I have not experienced it yet, but you can crave non-food items. My mom told me a long time ago that she craved fabric softener with one of us. Like, she wanted to eat it. Now, she did not eat it, of course, because that's terrible, but she said it just smelled so delicious to her, like a food would smell good. So I found that really interesting. Haven't experienced it yet. Kind of hoping I don't, because that might freak me out. I haven't had many cravings yet. Little things, but nothing like out of the ordinary. Oh, this is a funny one. That the baby pees inside of you. From something like, I don't know, I'll pop it in here. a certain amount of weeks, the baby starts peeing inside of you. And I didn't know that. And then you pass it. I always thought the baby waited until it was born before it started doing that. I thought it all went through like the umbilical cord. No, that baby is peeing inside you. This one I've heard about, but I didn't know how bad it could be. Foot growth. So your feet will, and your ankles and different things, you will swell up towards especially the end of your pregnancy. It just happens and it's fine. It's fluid retention. It's a part of the process, whatever. But your feet can grow up to 1 to 2 to 3 sizes, and they can stay that way. Oh, my feet are gross. So I'm about a size 7, 7.5, could be a size 9, 10. Who the heck knows? And towards the end of your pregnancy, everyone says, do not wear lace-up shoes. Like, buy yourself some comfy, open shoes that you will not have to lace up, or else your feet will be like, ah, help me. Probably won't wear shoes. I don't wear shoes a lot anyways. Okay, and the very last one that I want to go over is one that sadly I thought was not true, and it is very true. And it's very slowly getting annoying, but the unsolicited advice. I didn't think that people were going to be like that, and I am not coping with it a whole lot. There's not a ton going on, but there is a lot of people who do think that they can give you this advice and that, you know, it's wanted. I will say one thing, like I have asked a lot of questions, you know, to other moms, just on Instagram in general and social media, and I love the advice that I get back, but only when I ask for it. So if I ask a question, or if I post something and you want to give this novel of a story on why I shouldn't be doing this or that, or don't, you know, trying, especially the scare tactics that I get a lot of the time, it's unfair, I think, and I think that, you know, if I need support or if I have a question, or if any mother out there, they will ask for it. The unsolicited advice, while I think a lot of people think they're being helpful, it's almost intrusive. It feels like bullying. It feels like demeaning. Again, advice is always, you know, open and welcome, and I try to be as kind as possible, but I do just kind of try to say like, oh, thank you, but, you know, I've been doing my own research on that, and I think I'll figure it out, but I really appreciate that, or something like that, because I try to just be nice, but I want people to know, you know, that it's not okay, and especially advice on anything to do with your body or something like that. There's no reason to even do that to someone who's pregnant or not pregnant. I did happen to get like a really bad one the other day, and I answered her kindly, and I just said, hey, with how touchy, you know, body images in general, meaning for me, for her, for every woman, man, every human being out there, I said, I don't think that that's something that you should say to people, because it can come off wrong and make people feel uncomfortable, or toy with their mental health or their self-love or their body image. And man, she came back at me. It was not good. So I ended up just deleting the whole thing in general, because I'm not a confrontational person, but you know, I do like to try and promote all things self-love and trying to make sure that as women and human beings in general, that we do just support each other no matter what. That was just very interesting to deal with, and it was like the first time I got into like a little bit of an argument, and I was like, hold on, this is not me. And I got that like mama bear in me, because I was like, you're not only making fun of me, you're making fun of my unborn child right now. That's not fair and that's not right. So then I was like, I reeled it back in, and I was like, this person doesn't matter. So while I'm sure there are hundreds of other strange things that are going to go down, those were just a few funny ones, goofy ones that I wanted to go over. If you have any, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm like, learning about this is not only blowing my mind, but cracking me up, because I literally did not know most of these things even happened. Just learning about everything is just super interesting and fun. And yeah, so if you have any more, leave them down in the comments. If you have experienced anything, if you have any advice on anything, I'm open to advice on these topics. You know, anything with the blood loss, if you have any tips for that for post-birth, or anything about the unsolicited advice or the foot growth or anything like that, or if you have any advice for me, I'm open to it. on these topics. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in going plant-based vegan, you can visit my website, stellathelite.com, hit the contact me button, and tell me your story, your goals, what you're after in the plant-based world, and I will help you get started. I also have client reviews, a recipe blog on there, my full recovery and weight loss story, and a ton more. All right, guys, I will see you for the next video.